What if you could move to the French countryside into a beautifully renovated home with an already successful business? Come and have a look around. We've got something special to show you today. So here I am with my colleague Jarina. Jarina, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And you, Adam?
I'm really good, and I'm really excited to be here with you today because we've got a really unique property to have a look at, haven't we?
Yes, we have indeed. It's not just a property.
It's not just a property,
You're
no.
going
But
to find out.
whereabouts are we?
So we're just a stone throw away from the beautiful Charente village of Villebois-la-Valette, where there's everything for your life. There's the shops, there's doctors, you have restaurants, cafes, you have a beautiful mall for those markets on a Saturday morning. And then we are only half an hour away from the town of Angoulême, which allows you to get on a train and be in Paris in 2 hours. And we're also close to Périgueux. So Périgueux being the main town of the Dordogne, where you can get all your paperwork done should you do it. But here we are really just on that cusp between the Charente and the Dordogne.
And actually thinking about the property, what are we going to be looking at?
So we are going to be looking at a fully renovated 4-bedroomed house with large spaces for entertainment, and then within the property there are kennels, an ongoing business with kennels, a cattery and fully fenced gardens, large views around the countryside and potential for development.
Sounds brilliant. Okay.
I know, it is unique. We don't often have properties which offer both a lifestyle for living and also an immediate income.
Wow. Okay. Well, I can't wait to have a look. So shall we go in and see?
Yes, delighted to show you all around.
Fantastic.
So welcome to this truly unique property. We're now going to be looking at the living space, but just a few words before going in and stepping inside. Look at this beautifully renovated stone Charente house. The features are exceptional and have been maintained, yet the house inside is fully renovated. Therefore, you have the mix of modern living and the charm of the old stone. Come with me, let's go and discover. So, welcome. Now we're stepping into the living space. We enter into this largely lighted area, which features a beautiful wood heating system. We can then access what could be either a veranda or a boot room or whatever you would like this room to be used for. Here, we then have a downstairs shower room and bathroom which would lead on to your patio. So perfect in order to be able to enjoy outside living space and coming inside. Now from this large area which has high ceilings and light coming in, we then come into the main dining room and living room area, which originally used to be where all the wine barrels were stored. Now it has beautifully been renovated, both maintaining the stone walls as we saw outside and these high vaulted ceilings which give such a sense of volume. Now in this room, because the insulation has been so well done, we are now on a pellet burner heating system which heats this entire space and brings that comfort that we're looking for in the winter. Off this space, we then have the large large dining room and kitchen. We also have a downstairs bedroom, which is perfect for family and friends who are staying here, who can also benefit from the downstairs toilet and bathroom. So, welcome to the kitchen. Well, I could call it a kitchen, but it's so much more than that. It is the ideal entertainment space. First of all, look at these large fitted kitchen, which is full with the appliances. You then have this beautifully wooden featured breakfast bar, and behind me you have the range cooker, which has been stunningly integrated into the traditional chimney, and the chimney still works. Also featuring in this kitchen are a numerous amount of fitted cupboards. You have space everywhere in all of these wall cupboards and all of the down cupboards underneath, which then brings us into the entertainment area and the dining room area, where you could imagine a long table with festivities such as Christmas, birthdays, Easter, or just simply having that French life with baguettes and wine all along this table. Now, the features in this room, you have again these beautifully exposed stone walls throughout. It has been done with the respect of the stone. Also, you have these large openings, so we're everywhere in the properties in double glaze. So we maintain again that modern comfort, yet that character that everyone is looking for. When it comes to the heating too, we have a pellet burner here, which heats up this large space. And we have the spotlight ceilings. So leading off from the large living room, there are two staircases leading up to the bedrooms. One staircase over there, perfect for your teenager who wants to be independent. And then up here, the third bedroom, which can be used for either guests if you want, or your small child if you want them next to what we would now see as the main bedroom. Come in with me. Now, beautifully renovated again bedroom, featuring these beautiful colours. You've got built-in wardrobes. You've got a space here for all your clothes, vaulted ceilings, no, beams, sorry. I'm getting carried away with the vaults downstairs, but it's still featuring these beautiful beams both across and here. And then this brings us to the ensuite, where you can imagine yourself looking at the stars whilst in your bath. It features the toilet, a hand basin, and here a shower. Large space for everything, and again the light. It's always been privileged in this property, bringing in the light, yet maintaining the old features. It has beautiful floorboards all across this area, as well as in the bedroom next door. So come and enjoy your relaxing life in the Charente. As mentioned earlier, the downstairs shower room accesses this covered patio where you're going to be able to enjoy summer evenings, autumn, spring, and even winter. It is covered. You also have this spa where you can enjoy a glass of wine. You could enjoy either your favourite property show or a beer and the football. This also features a barbecue area and these beautiful walls which enclose this private area for you. And following on from this area, you have the elevated covered exterior dining room area where it benefits from a very mature wisteria and a maple tree, which brings in that sought after shade for the summer evenings. From here, we then access back to the beginning of the house where we first started our tour. This is where you're going to be able to enjoy a glass of local produce and having a view of the open countryside. As I mentioned earlier, the kitchen leads on to this terrace and the steps which are currently used by the vendors as the main entrance. You can imagine yourself having morning coffee here as the sun tours round the courtyard. Speaking of courtyard, let's go and discover what it offers us. So this courtyard, which is light, spacious and functional, allows access to the outbuildings of the property. One of those outbuildings currently used as a garage and the other is an adjoining barn, which, depending and subject to permissions, could allow you to develop your business or additional living space. Now, let's look at this. This might give you a clue as to what I'm going to show you in a sec. Did you guess correctly? This property is being run as an extremely successful, renowned and reputable dog kennel and cattery. On this side of the courtyard, there are 4 kennels which allow the owners to have direct access to the dogs from the living space. The other kennels, which we will see shortly, are on the other side, as well as the cattery. Now, the business today allows you to welcome up to 9 dogs and 10 cats. Let's go and see the kennels on this side. So from the house you can access these first 5 kennels, which, as you can see, have been made and maintained extremely well. Although not new, they have been sustained and updated as time has gone in. Now let's go and see one of these kennels. The advantage with these is that not only are they covered, there's air coming, natural air coming along over the entirety of these kennels. They are double, therefore if you have 2 dogs who don't want to be separated, there is enough space, and there are openings from one kennel to the other. Here, everything is tiled, therefore making cleaning and maintenance optimal and much easier. Now let's go and discover, however, where they sleep. So the sleeping area is extremely cosy, as you can box them in, and it has underfloor heating or cooling in the summer. Absolutely ideal for all year round business. So the vendors have carried on upgrading and updating this business. Notably, they've installed CCTV, which is all around the property, which allows not only the animals to be heard, but also seen on a 24-hour basis. So you'll recognise this side of the property, which then also gives you access to what we know as the family kennels. There's an additional 4 dog kennels here. Let's go in and have a look. Now in this space, again, it has been insulated, there is heating on the floor, and there is a direct access for the dogs into their courtyard. And now we're going to go and have a look at the exterior dog area. So we're going in this fully enclosed garden, which benefits from beautiful fruit trees, mature vegetation, and access, if you wanted, to the cattery. Let's go and discover this. The beautiful garden or dog paddock. In the garden we have apple trees, we have a beautiful lilac, we have a mature fig tree over here, and at the moment it has been currently used as a play area for the dogs because we have direct access from the kennels to the runs out to this space. And so guess where we are now? Yes, you've guessed right, the Cattery. Come on, let's go and have a look. So the Cattery benefits from 10 different chalets. Here you see the outside space, and each chalet benefits from outside and inside space. Now for the outside space, what's been beautifully done here is a garden. Also, it is fully fenced and secure. Now follow me and let's go and see what else the property shows you. Here we are inside the Cattery, where we have the tent chalets and this preparation room. This allows you to do all the food prep and any cleaning that you need whenever the cats come in or out. Again, this Cattery is just as functional as the kennels are, with tiled floors everywhere, separate doors which allow anything. If a cat should accidentally get out, there are these doors which can be closed. Each Cattery has, as we could see, look, we have the cats. They're being the stars of the moment. In fact, we see the paws here. It's only because they're very sociable. And each chalet benefits, as the kennels do, from an inside space. Now these have warming lamps, especially for the cats, with a bed in each one. Access through the cat flap into their outside area, which, as you can see, is in the shade for those times of year when they need it, but also with an airflow across the whole entire chalets, and they too can benefit from a beautiful view over the French countryside. So coming out of the Cattery, which is all the way along this, we can see that it is covered by this large hangar, which is ideal to store any lawnmowers, etc., any equipment which you need for outside, or there is a potential to develop that Cattery business. What I find extraordinary with this property is not only its situation close to Villebois, it's all this outside space which has been well thought out. It's absolutely functional for the business that it is running now, but also it is ideal as a 4-bedroomed family home. You can benefit all year round from the change of scenery because there's agricultural land around us. There are open views across the valley and also at this dominant medieval chateau which is situated in Villebois-la-Valette.
And there we are, that brings us to the end of the tour of this wonderful property, which I'm sure you'll agree is absolutely fantastic. But what do you think, Jarina?
Well, first of all, thank you, Adam, for allowing us all to discover this truly unique property. What I love about here is that you're not just buying a business, you're not just buying living, you are actually stepping in very easily into the wonderful life that we've all dreamt of coming to rural France. The house requires nothing apart from maybe your own stamp on it. I think you'll agree on that. It has all the features everyone looks for, the modern comfort, and then from the day you step in, the next day you can open your business, and there's potential for development, and you're close to a very renowned, beautiful Charente town. So I think it ticks many boxes, and I really look forward to being able to present it to you in person.
I think you've really summed it up fantastically. So if you want to come and have a look around, get in touch with Jarina, and I'm sure she would be happy to meet you and show you around.
À bientôt!
À bientôt!